Hi there, you're welcome to this week's episode. If you're watching for the very first time, welcome. My name is Chichi Ogbonnaya and this is my YouTube channel. I want to say a very big thank you to each and every one of you for always watching. Thank you for the suggestions you leave on my WhatsApp on how to make this better. Thank you for always liking the video. And if you're yet to subscribe to the channel, please click the red button below and yes, share with your friends as well. So we have been talking about topics on relationship in the past 4 weeks. I have talked about the traits to look out for in a partner, things that you want to do before you go into a relationship. And I am bringing to an end that series. And today I want us to talk about something really interesting, very briefly. So for everything that we do in life, there is a goal. I mean, if you sign up to be in a football academy, I want to believe for any sane person, the goal should be to be the best football player, to be maybe the world best, or maybe to be the best in the level of their team or in their country. If you decide to go into business, the goal would be to make money. The goal could be that you want to solve a problem, you want to solve a need. If you're going into a relationship, you should have a goal as well. You should have at the back of your mind that I'm going into this for a reason. I mentioned last week, for some people, some guys, it's just to probably have sex with the girl and move on. You know, for some ladies, it's just to use the guy as an ATM machine and move on. But really, those are negative goals. Those are the wrong reasons for which people go into a relationship. Today, I want to talk about right reasons, really. The things you should have in mind, what the goal of every relationship should be, especially the male-female relationship, even the same-sex relationship, really. These are some of the things that I feel you should have at the back of your mind when you're in a relationship or going into a relationship with someone. Because really, when you don't have the end of a thing in mind, when you don't have the reason for which you're doing a thing, you just go about it the wrong way and you end up abusing it eventually. So when you have the goal of a project in mind, when you know that at the end of this project, this is what I want to achieve, it guides you every step of the way. It guides the things that you do. It guides the sort of skills that you bring to the table to achieve the purpose for which you have embarked on that project. I work as a project manager, so I sort of understand some of these things. Say we want to start a project, for instance, we have a timeline for which we want to execute that project. We have certain things that we put in place to make sure that the project is a success. And we also look out for the set of people that we bring on board to work together with us to make sure that we achieve the set goal for that project. And whilst we're on the project, we are always going back to the board to check, okay, so what were the objectives that we listed? What was the particular goal that we mapped out when we started this project, to see if we're still in line or maybe we have fall out of line, and sort of know what to do to make sure that we are still aligned with the goal for that project. So today I want to talk about briefly things that you should have in mind, what the goal should be for you when you're in a relationship. And the first thing is, you want to go into a relationship for the purpose of adding value to the person you're in a relationship with. You don't go into a relationship just expecting from them. The relationship should be about the fact that you're bringing value. So imagine I'm going into a relationship with the mindset of I want to add value to you, and you also are coming into that relationship with the mindset of you want to add value to me. Ultimately, it won't be a self-centered relationship. It won't be a selfish relationship. It's going to be a selfless relationship where two people are constantly working towards making each other better. So you want to go into a relationship with the mindset of I want to add value to this person. I want to bring this person closer to God. I want to make this person better in their career. I want to make this person have clarity about what it is they are doing at the moment. You're going into it because you want to add value to that person, so it should be a mutually beneficial relationship. It shouldn't be parasitic in nature. Another thing you want to look out for when going into a relationship, your goal should be to build true companionship. And I believe that true companionship cannot be built when there isn't communication. So you want to constantly have a conversation with the person you're in a relationship with. You want to ask them questions, what it is you can do to make that relationship better. You want to find out how you can better serve them. You want to find out what it is that are their deepest concerns, their fears, their hopes, their dreams. You want to genuinely have a conversation with them. A lot of people are in a relationship for 5-6 years and they still don't know certain things about the individual that they are in a relationship with, because maybe the conversations they engage in are usually superficial. You talk about how was your day, what did you have for lunch, so what are you wearing to that party, and those simple things. How about, so what's your plan for the next 5 years? How about, what's that thing that scares you the most? How about, what was your childhood like? Like, you really want to find out what makes that person tick. You want to know what makes them happy. You want to find out who they really are on the inside, beyond what you know about them on the surface. And the only way you can find such things out is by asking questions, is by finding out, becoming like an FBI agent, not like secretly now, but you're asking them, you're engaging them in a conversation because you want to know, you want to find out things about them, you want to get to know them better, so it will help you serve them better. Another thing you want to do is always counsel them in the right direction. I have a friend, Olumide, and I was really amazed one time we're talking about his girlfriend, and he said, when he realized that what she wanted to do was tailoring, and he discovered that she's skillful in baking. He basically counseled her by saying, why not focus on baking? I see that you do better in this area than this tailoring that you want to go into. And today she bakes fantastic cakes for weddings, for birthdays, and different occasions. He bought even books for her that she could read on, and she also went for trainings and all. So you want to counsel them in the right direction. You don't want to be in a relationship with your friends and you see them doing the wrong thing, or you're in a relationship with this guy or this girl and you see that they are doing the wrong thing and you're not nudging them in the right direction. I read a caption on Instagram a long time ago, and it says that true friendship is not supporting your friends when they are being stupid. True friendship is letting your friends know that they are being stupid when you can clearly see that it's a stupid decision that they are making. So the fact that somebody is your friend or he's your boyfriend or girlfriend doesn't mean you should applaud them when they are clearly doing the wrong thing. You want to nudge them in the right direction. The Bible says that as iron sharpeneth iron, so a friend sharpens the countenance of his friend. So when you're with a person in a relationship, you want to be sure that they are sharpening you as the iron that you are. You want to be sure that they are molding you to be better as an individual, and not that they are going to make you a blunt iron where you can't even cut, or your fire goes dim or something. So you want to be in a relationship with someone who maybe when you met them, your Christian life was at level 2, and being in a relationship with them, you have skyrocketed to maybe level 5, and you're growing on a daily basis. So those are some of the things you want to look out for. Also, you want to make sure that the goal of that relationship is commitment, that they are indeed committed to you. So many people are in a relationship with their minds divided to different other people. So you want to be sure that the person you're in a relationship with is committed to you, is committed to that relationship. And commitment is when there is an issue, the both of you make efforts to make sure that you sit down and you discuss it, as opposed to whatever, to hell with you. So you want to be sure that when there is an issue, you don't let it slide. I used to have an issue with confrontation. I'm working on it now. I believe that I'm a lot better than I used to be in the years back. I'm the kind of person that when you hurt me, I withdraw for a very long time, and sometimes I don't even talk to you forever. But now I try to either resolve it in my head and get to the point where I can let you know, either by sending a text to you or saying it right there and then. I'm still developing. I'm not all that there yet where I would love to be. But the point is, as long as you're alive, the goal for you is you want to be better. You want to you want to make sure that you're working towards being a better person. You're working on your weakness. Nobody's saying you should focus on it primarily, but you want to make sure that you're not saying, this is who I am, so there's nothing I can do about it. You're making efforts to want to be better. You're reading books to learn how you can be a better individual in that area where you know you're lacking. You're learning from other people who are probably better in that area where you that, so you're constantly developing yourself. So you want to be in a relationship with someone who's committed to you, and that you also are committed to them, and they're committed to that relationship that you're building. It's not someone who, when there is an issue, you just let it go and you will never talk about it and it goes with the wind. Finally, I tell people that, see, it's a waste of your time, it's a waste of your energy, it's a waste of your resources if you are in a relationship and the both of you are not thinking about settling down. Yes, getting married. For me, I could be wrong, but I feel it's a total waste of your time. I understand if you people get to that point where maybe at the verge of it you realize that, oh, maybe you're not compatible when you probably check your genotype. We're going to be having those conversations, things you should check at a particular point in your relationship, so that you've not gone neck deep into the relationship and you start finding certain things out and you end up breaking up. So you want to be sure that the end game is, at some point I want to get married to this person. Because what's the point if you're going to date everybody before you finally settle down? Why not just remain single till you know you're ready to go into such long-term relationship? But there are exceptions though. Maybe you've been dating this person, the end goal initially was that the both of you would get married, but at some point it became clear to the both of you that marriage isn't it for the both of you. Then by all means you can dissolve such relationships. Or maybe one of the person along the line changed. Maybe they had a new friend and the person started instigating them in the wrong way, and they became a different person from the partner you started with. Then you can dissolve such relationships. Or maybe your parents, because the truth is you want to settle down with somebody who your parents are in support of, who your parents have accepted, not someone who they're against. So you want to resolve such issues. But the truth is, if you don't have certain barriers, certain things that are stopping the both of you from getting married, then the truth is the end goal of your relationship should be to settle down. You want to be sure that this person you're dating now, eventually you guys are going to be walking down the aisle together. Also, you want to go into a relationship to love and also be loved. You don't want to be in a relationship with somebody who doesn't love you. Thank you for watching this week's episode. Till we meet again, remain chaste, focused, and purposeful. I love you. God loves you more. Bye.